remember this part of the story?
Yeah.
This is the part of the story where Geraldine has been keeping the Music Mouse, right? She shared some of the cheese with the other mice. They took their cheese back to their house. They ate their cheese, all gone. They couldn't find anything else to eat. Geraldine has been listening to the cheese mouse, right? She's been listening to the Music Mouse play that beautiful music. And she doesn't want to eat the cheese mouse. She also doesn't want to tell anybody about the cheese mouse. She's trying to keep it a secret. Okay. Can you see what's happening now?
Yeah.
Here comes Geraldine's friend. Can you look at how her friend is? Right? Can you look at how Geraldine is feeling? Okay. Geraldine's friends are coming to say, "We are so hungry. Give us some of that cheese." And Geraldine is saying,
No.
no, because it's music. They're saying, we need that cheese. We're so hungry. And Geraldine is saying, no, I want to keep the cheese because inside is a music mouse. I want you to take a minute and look at the illustration. I want you to think about how is the illustrator showing us that Geraldine and the mice do not agree. These mice are saying, give us all your cheese. Geraldine is saying, no, no, no. They do not have the same idea. They do not want to do the same thing. How is the illustrator showing us that Geraldine and the mice disagree? Oh, I see some hands going up. Jamari, how is the illustrator showing us that they do not have the same idea?
He go with baby cheese.
Right? They're saying, give us the cheese. How do they look?
Angry.
The illustrator was drawing their face, Jamari, kind of like when we were talking about the emojis. The illustrator was drawing their face, and look at their teeth. Oh, can you make that mad face? Yeah. Their eyebrows look like they're all slanty down. Their teeth look all angry, mad. What else did the illustrator do to show us that they do not agree? Fan, what else did the illustrator do?
You know they so mad in the illustrator with the pictures. Like when you write the emojis, they look kind of mad when you don't give them what they want.
Oh, so here, if we were going to make them like a smiley face emoji, right, we would make them that mad face emoji because it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
what does Geraldine's face like? The illustrator was making Geraldine's face. What does Geraldine's face look like? Brianna, what do you think Geraldine's face looks like? She's what?
Sad.
Say it louder. She's what? She's sad.
No, happy.
I don't think she has a happy face. Let's go back and look. Do you see that her smile on the front cover is a big smile? Now on this page, she does not have a sad, frowny face, right? But does she have that big smile? No. So Brianna is using her previous experience, right? She's using things that have happened to her. She's thinking, when my face feels like this, I feel kind of sad, right? Did you notice that the illustrator made all of these mice who are thinking the same thing? They're all thinking, give me your cheese, give me your cheese, give me. The illustrator made them all together. Is Geraldine saying, yes, I want to share my cheese?
No.
No. So the away from the other mice. All of these guys have the same idea, but Geraldine has a different idea. Okay, now I want you to take a careful look on this page. Do you remember that Geraldine is saying, I'll show you what music looks like. I'll show you what music sounds like. Do you remember that she's saying that? And then she picks up her tail like the music mouse. And nothing happens. Do you remember that part?
Yeah.
She picks it up and she starts to make this horrible noise. Can you hear that noise coming from the back of our carpet? It sounded like that, right? She picked up her tail. She's making this noise. Oh, take care of Five and 0. On the other page, Isaiah, let me show you this. On the other page, the illustrator drew a different picture. Remember, after Geraldine tried and tried and tried, she did make music. The illustrator drew something different to show us that the sounds Geraldine is making now sound different. Can you look over here? I'm going to show you that picture again. She's trying. It does not sound like music. It sounds like huffing and puffing. It sounds like screeching. But on this page, it sounds like music. I want you to look careful, because I want to know, what did the illustrator do to tell us that on this page there's no music?
No.
How do we know there's no music? Oh, I see some more hands. Kylie, can you help us out? How do we know there's no music on this page? She has her tail. And you know that because that's happened before. Kylie, have you ever heard music come out of a tail? No, right? You know that because that's happened in her past experience. So Kylie's thinking, that picture tells me no music. How else do we know there's no music? Ramon, how else do we know there's no music? Here are her friends. They've never, ever, ever heard music before. And now she's making those sounds like screech, 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 screech. And they're laughing at her. Do they think that she's making music?
No.
No. There's something else that the illustrator did to show us that there's no music. How about let's find out from another hand. I want to call on lots of scholars. Amira, how do we know there's no music?
Because there's no music coming out of the tail.
There is no music coming out of the tail. We know that. But can you look at the picture and think about, how does the picture tell us that?
I didn't see anything in there because I only see the tree and I see the friends laughing.
I think I know what Amira is talking about. Because on the next page, when there was music, the illustrator drew something. On this page, we can see the music. But on this page, we can see there is no lines. And that's how the illustrator was telling us about the beautiful music, right? Okay. Now, on this page, Amira just helped us out. She told us about the beautiful music and that it looks like those lines. How else do we know that there's music on this page? I cannot hear it. The illustrator drew it for us. We're supposed to look with our eyes to see that there's beautiful music. How do you know there's beautiful music? Shania, how can you tell there's beautiful music on this page?
Because the two on the side, they looking up at the stuff that's going
the illustrator, they were trying to show us that there's beautiful music. And the words are telling us about that beautiful music. But over here, the illustrator drew those pictures so that the mice are looking up at the music in the air. And these mice are looking at Geraldine like, right? How else can you tell that there is beautiful music? Martrell, how else can you tell that there's beautiful music?
The mice are coming out his tail.
Right? And did you notice the colors that the illustrator used? Did the illustrator use like black, like brown, like gray? No. The illustrator was thinking, I need some beautiful colors. And so they used colors like yellow and orange. Over here you can see there's like a blue and a purple color.
Wow, yeah.
Nice,